Hello, good morning, my lovelies. I'm going to be connecting to Infinitelyposh. Let's see here. Just have to connect real quick. See if this works. Trying to make this work here. There we go. Hello. Good morning. I'm trying to add you right now. If hopefully you get the invite. Let's see here. Here we go. I think it'll work now. Let me see.
Oh, how cool is this? Good morning.
Good morning. Oh my goodness. You have the beautiful daylight and I have a beautiful fluorescent light.
I'm in a car.
Oh my God.
If somebody wakes up, they won't be able to find me.
Right? Oh my God. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to try to see if I can get my screen recorder to work. So if it for some reason disconnects, I'll be like right back because I just figured last time I was unable to save it when it was a double screen, and I really wanted to try to make this archive for people to go back, and
That's
even
cool.
if yeah. So 1 second, let me see. Hopefully it won't disconnect. I know. Hi, Nana. She came. Oh, they woke up. Okay, I hope this doesn't disconnect. 1 second, okay?
You got
Back. Are you back? You're here? Oh, awesome. Okay, it's
more people to join too.
Oh, yay! We have some early risers. This is so exciting.
Cool.
I know. I'm so excited. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't know if I'm assuming everybody here knows you, but, I know you in real life. I've met you. You're amazing. You're wonderful.
How are you?
But there's lots I don't know about you. So why don't we start from the very beginning? How long have you been, just jump right in. How long have you been doing Poshmark?
I've been on Poshmark for 6 years now. I started off selling, just like everybody else, the stuff that was already in my closet. And then that all sold. So that was a couple years later. That's when the wholesale portal came out. And I was already interested in boutique because my closet crush, Bella and Blue Jen, she already had a full-blown boutique, starting off. So I was like, wow, she has everything brand new. Everything, had multiple sizes, and she was making a killing. So I was like, I want to do that too. And then when the wholesale portal came out, she opened up a closet for wholesale portal, and I started buying wholesale from her. And then I also would go to downtown and start looking for my own boutique items to sell. So about 6 years. It's been amazing so far. It's been a really great journey. All the parties, all the posh and sips, lots of fun.
You are super involved with the Posh and Sip. Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I cut off for a second.
Okay, sorry. So, let me know if you can't hear me. And so for everyone who's with us, Jasmine, I see Trunk Trends, I see Andrea Fuller's. Hello, everyone. Welcome. If you have any questions, just feel free to go right ahead, jump in, ask a question, and, we'll go from there. But if no one sends a question, then I'll just keep on going. Oh, Epic Storm Refine. Hello. She's so generous to Posh and Sip. So 6 years, and then it sounds like it only took you about 1 year before you jumped into wholesale, right?
Yes.
Now, when you decided that you were going to go into wholesale, did you have a budget? Because you said you were selling from your closet first.
Yeah.
So when you jumped into wholesale, what was that like in regards to making a budget and deciding what are you going to sell? Like, what kinds of wholesale are you going to get from Jen?
Well, I started off buying a couple items first to see how it would work out for me. I remember the very first thing I bought wholesale was this ivory knitted poncho. It was beautiful. I really liked it. And a lot of other people did because it sold out within a year. And so I was like, yes. So I would slowly, when the sales were rolling, I would buy a little bit from wholesale. I would buy both. I would buy a little bit of, not just Jen, but like wherever I would, find really good stuff, even like different stores online, wholesale stores online. And I was still doing my thrifting. I always kept a budget of just $20.
I love that.
I would go in and I would come out with $200, $300 worth of stuff that would be flipped within a few days. I would make my $20 back with one item. So that's how I would do it.
So you built and you built yourself there.
Slowly growing out. There's some items that, some wholesale items that still sit. It's really, you have to be very wise when choosing what you buy, what you thrift.
That's really like kind of looking at the seasons, basically.
Yes, exactly.
The same as if like we were going to go to Target, they change seasons, the same as anywhere else.
Weather, bikini weather, whatever.
Exactly.
That's what you're buying.
Yeah, that's really good advice. Well, Jasmine has a question. What's the best Posh and Sip advice that you have? And because she really wants to host, but venue activities, etc., are intimidating. Do you have best Posh and Sip advice?
My best Posh and Sip advice is go out there. Don't be nervous. I mean, I know it's nerve-wracking to like step out there, but it's amazing. I mean, if you just take that jump and then that one Posh and Sip is like, wow, all these people, there's some people, sometimes you might only have 2 for your first one, 3 or 4, not that many people. It's okay. Make it like you're going to have lunch with your girlfriends. Go to a bar. The venue you don't have to pay anything. I know you're not making money from these Posh and Sips. Where was I going to do? I lost my
Good morning, right?
Good morning. Where's my coffee? Don't pay for a venue. You don't have to, unless you want to charge people for your tickets. You could do that also. But I don't like charging. I like, for it to be fun for everybody. So just make it fun, like you're going out to hang out with your girls for lunch.
I think that's really good advice. Because 2 or 3 people will come, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't successful.
You still met a couple cool people.
I love it. It's positive. That's what I love about you. You're just such a positive person. That's really great. Okay, so let's go to a few of the questions that were sent in earlier. I didn't write down who sent them, but I'll just ask them, and we'll go from there. Have you noticed, once you reach the level of ambassador, have you noticed if there was fewer sales?
As an ambassador, no, I don't agree to that, because the ambassador, what it is it's just a way of recognizing sellers. So, it's a way of telling buyers that, okay, this closet doesn't sell unsupported items. This buyer, you're selling non-supported items. You ship on a timely manner. You list a lot. You're active. That's what being an ambassador is. And it also is when you hit on the menu and you click on Find Friends, and there's a list of those Posh ambassadors. So that's what it is. It's giving you the opportunity to be seen by the people on the app. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have fewer sales or more sales. The question is how much are you listing? How much are you relisting? How much are you sharing? What are you selling? Are you selling those seasonal items? So That's my opinion on that one.
I like how you bring it back to, see, it's all about the season, right?
It is, yes.
It is. It has nothing to do with being an ambassador or not, because I really feel like you can make a lot of sales whether you're an ambassador or you're not an ambassador. You just have to start sharing.
Yeah, sharing, listing, relisting. That's
exactly
what sets you off to make those sales.
That's great. So I think we kind of hit on like where. I know, it's like, hi, Joy.
A lot of people. Oh, how exciting.
I can't believe they all woke up with us. This is amazing. So I think we kind of answered, where do you source from? You source from, right?
Everywhere I go. Dollar stores out here carry Target brands, swap meets, everywhere, thrift shops, wholesale, everything. I source everywhere.
So right now you have brand new Attack Boutique. Mostly, would you say, what's the percentage of that in your closet versus other thrifted, pre-loved items?
I have more thrifted and less boutique. I think it sells pretty much on the same way because people will bundle my thrifted with boutique items, and I'm okay with that. So it evens out. It evens out for me.
That brings up a question. What is it that you do? Because so I've sold a few bundled items before, but with the 5 pounds, what is it that you do if somebody wants a bunch of items and it's like 20 pounds? Do you prefer to split it up, or do you prefer to just pay the extra for it all to go in one box?
Pay the extra for it to go in one box. Yeah. I've done it a couple times where I'm just like, whoa, this box is too heavy. Okay, I have to go order, a new label.
The bigger label. And you order it from Posh. You don't go to the post office and do it.
No.
Okay, yeah. I was noticing, I think it goes, so what's the poundage? I mean, because there's some people that might not know this. What's the highest weight amount for a box that you can send?
Oh, I don't know. I have to go check that.
Oh, okay. So you've never had a problem. Well, that's great. So then you've never had a...
It's only, I've only had like really big, only a couple really big bundles. So,
okay.
More. I wish everybody had big bundles. Everybody would know to answer that question.
I know. I think, I actually think it's 10 pounds, but like I said, I've never reached it.
Because there's so much to it, the home goods and all the changes.
Yeah.
I think they would make less than 5 pounds.
Oh, like a cheaper, maybe a
label, like for a piece of jewelry, or if you're buying crayons. I mean, who's going to pay $7 for crayons?
Thank you. Yeah, and that leads me to the point also, when you're sourcing, you have to kind of think about how much are they going to, the percentage that Posh takes versus what's your return on investment, right? Okay.
I think we're getting there. Just give them some time. They always, they know. I'm sure they'll figure it out and work on it.
Yeah, Chunk Trends. So Nanette says she thinks it's 15 pounds. Okay, and Joy, there's a few people who joined us. Jump right in if you have a question, and we'll ask it. Had an 18-pound and paid out of pocket. Oh, okay.
So she went to the post office and paid it through there? How did you do that? Or did you update your label for that?
Yeah, that sounds like she went to the post office and that they kind of let her pay out of pocket. I had a postman tell me that I could do that, and I found that really interesting. So I guess as long as the postage is paid, maybe they don't care. And as long as the Posh label is scanned, maybe.
Yeah.
But that leads me to, have you ever had any issues when you started? It's a new thing, it's a new venture, and shipping. And since we're talking about that, have you ever had any issues or anything that's ever happened with shipping that you're like, oh no, and it was a lesson learned?
Yeah, shipping to the wrong buyer. Shipping to the wrong buyer. What else? Lost packages. Posh reimbursed both buyer and myself for lost packages.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's pretty much it. I've never really had, it was the beginning when I was making a lot of sales and I would ship it to the wrong buyer because I wasn't prepared for that yet. You know, that's my first time. So after that, I went to YouTube, I think, or I was following. They said, write on your label. You don't, get it confused. So as soon as it comes out of my label printer, I'm writing exactly what it is.
So do you use the Dymo label printer or do you use like printing from a printer? How do you do your labels?
I have a zebra that my husband found on offer for like $40. And it's been 2 years ago and I love it. Oh my gosh, it was such a relief because the printer, if you have a color printer and you're only printing black and white, it's still using up that color. And you have to buy that color cartridge for it to print anything, even if it was just black and white. And then it would be gone within a month. All that ink was gone, and then you'd have to cut it or fold it and tape it. It was just a hassle. So he found that for me, and I've been using it for 2 years, and I'll buy one case a year, and I still have some left. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make more sales because I have a lot of shipping, the rolls left.
I'm gonna have to look into that zebra. That sounds amazing.
Any label printer, the thermal ones, the heated.
Yeah, that sounds like something I might have to do. So Crazy Me 23 Posh says, how much usually does it cost for shipping for a mystery box?
I think it depends on how many items you're selling in your mystery box. I do a 5 for $25 or a 10 for $40. Sometimes the 10 for $40, if they add shoes, might require an extra, shipping label, extra shipping label. But
and you put that into the cost of the box, I'm assuming.
Yeah. If it's 10 or 20 items.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I forget who it is that asked this, but somebody else had sent in a question and they wanted to know, how can they sell more?
I think that's going back to, what you're buying. Buy, list, share. I have a list here. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Buy wholesale. You can sell wholesale on the portal. That's one way you can sell more on Posh. You can sell like a boutique, have your reseller's permit and sell that. You can sell all the categories that they have. I find that every time a new category comes out, someone's like, I'm going to make a new closet. Don't make a new closet. They can filter from one closet. Making a new closet is always a hassle, jumping back and forth to 2 different closets. So sell as many categories in your closet as possible and list and share and relist.
I think that's really great advice because that is something that's confusing for a lot of people, I feel, when they see all these categories and they think, well, let me make a closet for just men's. Let me make a closet for just home. And really, your advice is just sell it all on one closet. And then that way, can you say what the reason would be for that, in your opinion? Why is that helpful?
It saves you time. The hassle of going back and forth into 2 different closets. It's easy for buyers to shop. They could just filter everything. If they're looking for a towel, filter it. If they're looking for a dress, filter it. So it's just easier that way.
I think that's great. So if there is one thing, so recently, it's so exciting. I got my sister-in-law to start a Posh closet, and so she's new. And she sent a question, and I can't remember what it was, but what is some good advice that you could give to a first-time posher who's just starting? If you could go back and say, Cammy, this is what you need to do. If there is something that you could change from, in the very beginning, is there any advice that you comes to mind?
Good lighting. good lighting. That was one of the first things that I learned when I first started Posh. Is good lighting. Make sure it's clear so that it's not too dark or they're like squinting their eyes and they're already frustrated that they don't even want to keep looking anymore. And you want it to be consistent throughout your whole closet.
Yeah, I agree. I think the lighting is number one because that's the thing that turns me off on some closets is the lighting. And your closet's so beautiful. If anybody, if anybody wants to go and check it out and share my girl's closet because she deserves it. She works super hard. And can you tell people a little bit about like your family, how you balance family life versus Poshmark, and how that works for you?
So my kids are still sleeping, my husband included, and here I am talking about Posh. I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I share my closet 5 because I'm trying to get those buyers on the East Coast that are just waking up, so I do that first thing in the morning. Kids are starting school soon. As soon as kids are in school and shopping more. And, yeah. It's just really finding a way, when the kids are napping, I'll pictures, balance. Make sure that the family's fed before doing anything, or else I won't be able to do anything at all.
I mean, we all need that fuel.
Yeah.
And how many kids do you have?
5. I have 5 beautiful boys.
So really anybody can do this.
Yes, anybody. I mean, that's the best part. That's why I love it so much, because if you are a stay-at-home mom or, you're disabled, you can't go working, this is a really, really great way to make income.
That's exactly why I got my sister-in-law to do it. She's a stay-at-home mom, and, I told her just start, just begin. And did you ever feel discouraged along the way? And even 6 years now into it, have you ever felt moments where you're like, man, and any discouragement comes in? If that does happen, what do you do to kind of get back on track?
I get discouraged with my boutique sometimes and my thrifting. I always tell myself, I just want to do boutique because it's so much easier. I could just... But I'm not seeing the same amount of sales as thrifting does versus boutique. So I don't know. It's that's where I have the most hard time. But my PFS told me just keep doing both. Like how I just advise, sell all categories, do everything you can. That's what I just need to keep telling myself. Just keep going. I mean, sometimes you might buy the wrong thing. I think we all have. We all, it's some mistakes. We learn from them. Yeah.
I think that's really great advice. I get discouraged as well. You kind of mentioned that there was sometimes maybe you made a bad buy. Is there a certain bad buy that comes to mind that you can share?
No.
I know it's kind of tough, right?
It's some items might sit a while, a couple years. I've bought some just plain tops that I wish I didn't because they're Forever 21 and they're really only just worth $5. And I'm like, okay, it's gonna sit at the bottom of the closet forever. But eventually, everything sells. Eventually, so.
Yeah, that's a really good point because I've had something that was in my closet for 5-6 months, and all of a sudden it's just all those other items sell when I start to list and list and list again.
Exactly. Yes.
It's really interesting. Now, when you mentioned, I don't know if I heard you correctly. Were you saying that a lot of your boutique items sell more than your thrifted, or it was vice versa?
It was an equal balance. I was selling both. They were both selling.
They were both selling. Okay. I haven't stepped into that whole, boutique venture yet. So it's really, I think that for a lot of poshers, especially the ones that haven't been doing it for so long, that is a scary step to even imagine, right?
Yes.
Because would you say that there's more capital that you have to put up in order to have some boutique items?
Yeah, it is a little bit more costly. I could thrift things for $1, but when it comes to wholesale, the best price is maybe between 50 to $100 for one item that's coming in those multiple sizes. So
it's a lot more capital. Yeah. Let me think. Okay, so I did this with Lolo's Beloved Closet. We were halfway through, and I let her ask me any question that she wanted to ask. So now that it's your turn, anything that you would like to ask me.
How long have you been on the app?
So I started in May of 2018. So really, it's only been a year and a few months.
And so good because I saw you post, is it yesterday or the other day, those Posh packages?
Yeah, I think that was I think that was the largest stack.
Keep going. I think that's the key. Don't give up.
Yeah, I that's like one of my mantras is like stay consistent. You might always see in my posts I write stay consistent, because for me that's my thing that is so easy to forget.
Yeah.
Right? You just want to kind of like give up if you start comparing your stacks to other people's stacks.
Don't do that. That's the worst thing that you can do.
Yeah, I would say that is the worst killer of business, right? This is kind of a different question because October's coming.
My favorite month. My birthday month.
Yes, Posh Fest is coming in October, and I'm sure that there's going to be lots of people preparing. Is there something some kind of advice? I'm assuming you've been. How many times have you been to Posh Fest?
I've only been to Posh Fest once when they were out here in LA a few years ago, and it was a blast. I wish it was in LA every year.
Right. Right. Okay, so since you've been once, is there something that we should do to prepare for this amazing event that's going to be happening?
Business cards. Have your business cards prepared because you are going to meet so many people and you're not going to remember any of them. You really won't because there's so many now. We're at, what is it, 50 million? 50
is that what we're...
users? I mean, yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Thousands. I think we're having it's only a tiny little fraction of the people that attend Posh Fest, but it's still growing so fast. The first Posh Fest wasn't nearly as big as the one they had in Texas. Texas last year sold out twice within days. So those people, you want to connect with those people as much as possible. So having your business cards ready is a plus.
Okay, I actually think I'm going to have to prepare. How many business cards do you think that I should get?
Usually they have the package. I think it's for 500.
500? Okay, so maybe I should double that to 1,000.
Yeah, to last you throughout the whole year. Because I don't know if I can include them with packages and all that.
Oh, that's a good point. So what is your favorite way to package your items when they come? Do you use tissue paper? What is it that you do?
I buy those little plastic paper, the little plastic sheets, and every time as soon as I source something, even if it's boutique, some boutique already come pre-packaged, so I don't do anything for that. But for the thrifted stuff, yeah, those, and then I'll put a little thank you sticker, wrap it up with nice wrapper or ribbon.
I like that.
And glass, of course, bubble wrap and all that.
That's what I was going to say. Do you also have to buy the bubble wrap if it's fragile?
Normally, I use the stuff that's already stuff from that I buy. I don't buy it, and then I'll go back everything that I bought from Amazon or wherever.
And you recycle it.
Yes.
Yeah, I like to recycle too. I try my best to do that. It's so funny. So feel the deal for you. I know some of you just came. Do you have any questions? Because we're almost wrapping up. Do you have any questions for our beautiful Cammie? I want to know. But I don't see anybody asking anything.
This is so much fun. Can we just do this all day?
Can we just like stay here all day and talk about Posh? I could talk about Posh forever, right?
I know, yeah.
So is there any other platforms that you sell on?
No. As a mom of 5, one is enough. Just like I recommend only one closet. For now, I do plan on expanding, to eBay. I would really like if once I have like enough boutique items to do full boutique on just Amazon. And one day.
Yes, one day. I mean, Amazon is growing so much. I was watching someone and they were talking about how they don't just have FBA anymore. They also have FBM, which is the fulfilled by merchant. And I had no idea. I mean, it's its own beast, right? So it's almost like
just like Poshmark, it's growing like fire.
Yes, and so that would, girl, I'm behind you 100%. I know everyone's cheering you on, and because seeing your success helps other people know that they can be just as successful. So
I have been. What I've been doing is I'll do my boutique. I'll post them in my Facebook. I'll post them in my Facebook account, my business account in Facebook, so that in that way, when I share something on my Instagram, I could click product and it will take them straight to checkout from Instagram.
Oh, I had no idea.
Facebook and Instagram are connected. So as soon as you you have to list it on your computer. And when you list on your computer on Facebook, you have to be able to move all your pictures. So when you list on Facebook and then you want to share a story about it, you just get the picture from your phone and put it in Instagram story, click on the product, and they can buy from there also.
I had no idea. Okay, so
because now Instagram has changed so much, you can see how many profile visits and website clicks you have, and it works. It really works. I'll go there. This person, I'll list that one thing, and I'll go into my Poshmark account, and that person will have liked that item. And then when you then offer to likers, ka-ching.
I love that ka-ching.
Ka-ching.
Ka-ching. Okay, so that's really interesting. I'm gonna have to try that. So basically, you take your items, you put them into so you start a Facebook business page. You put is it like albums? Like you just put the pictures?
You link to your personal, right? Your personal Facebook, and then you go and you make a page, and that page will just be like all this, and those items in there, you want to share them into Instagram. Yeah, for sure.
Oh my goodness, you need to share more about this on your Insta. Tell me your secret. I just learned a secret.
Yes. I just started this a month ago.
Oh, okay. That's amazing. I'm going to have to follow your lead, I think. I'm going to have to try to figure this out. I might be DMing you a little bit more.
Yes.
Okay.
Q&A part 2.
Yeah, there's just so much to talk about. I mean, it can go on forever, but you have 5 kids.
Luckily, they're still asleep. I told you I was going to let them stay up all night long. They go to sleep till like midnight watching movies.
They're like, Mama, this is so fun.
Can we do this more?
Exactly. Okay, if anyone doesn't have any more questions, if you do, feel free to DM our lovely Infinitely Posh. Can you spell it for them in case they forget? Let's tell them.
Infinetly Posh.
Yes. Share away. Give the Posh love. Thank you for doing this with me.
Thank you for asking me to do this with you.
It's been... Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it says it. Infinitely Posh. There it is. Thank you so much. I am just so joyous that I've been able to meet you in real life. Oh, look at your beautiful RV.
Can you see? I have no idea what I'm doing. I can't get rid of this comment. Did it like
Oh,
the camera?
I think there's a little X. The camera turned. That's okay. Oh, there you are.
Oh, I can't get the comment to go away. I can only see your face. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a little X, but I'm always afraid to press it because I'm afraid it's gonna like go away.
It totally froze into like me typing a comment.
Oh, that's so funny. I don't know. Okay. Anyway,
Annette, thank you for joining.
yes, I just have a great day, everyone who joined us. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try to get. I know. I don't know if I can get this whole thing on IGC Live, but I can get at least 10 minutes, and then I'm going to try to see how much I can get onto YouTube. And yeah, I'm so grateful. Have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you later.
Yay, bye.
Bye.